Okay, so I'm going to help you guys by working 6 division problems that are on your practice worksheet. So this is the first side. I'm working number 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. First of all, we have here 5 hundredths divided by 20 hundredths. Now, the number outside the house is going to be our boss. And so how many times do I have to move the decimal to get it to the back of the number? Twice. So that I'm going to repeat that inside. I moved it twice, and I have created a new problem, 5 into 20. Now, I hope that we can see that 5 goes into 20 4 times. So 4 times 20, or 4 times 5 is 20. I subtract and get 0. So don't overthink, don't overcomplicate these problems. Let's take a look at number 5. Here's my boss. I see a decimal right here. I'm going to move it to the back. I had to move it 2 times. Now, some of you might say, well, where's the decimal in 62? There is one. It's right here. So I move it twice. What do I fill the empty places with? You got it, zeros. So I have literally turned this problem into 6 going into 6,200. So let's think about this. I'm going to say, how many 6's go into 6? I know that's 1. 1 times 6 is 6. I subtract and get 0, bringing down the 2. Wait a minute, I can't make a group of 6 with only 2, so I'm going to hold my place value and put a 0 there. I'm going to go ahead and bring down my next number as a 0. 6 goes into 23 times. That's 18. I subtract, got to borrow, and get 2. Bringing down my last 0. That's 3 again. And I can see a pattern evolving, so I'm going to leave that remainder and finish it right there. Number 6, here's my boss. I've got to move it twice again, so I'm moving it twice. I only have 1 0 to fill in. 3 goes into 7,740. 3 goes into 7 twice. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract, get 1 left over, bringing down the 7. 3 goes into 17 5 times. That's 15. Subtract and get 2, bringing down the 4. 3 times 8 is 24. I subtract and get 0. My last number is a 0, so I have to hold that place value with a 0. So my answer is 2,580. I'm going to flip it to the back. Now, if you're feeling better, then try the next 3 on your own. I'm flipping to the back of the worksheet, number 4, 5, and 6. If you don't feel comfortable, then keep rolling right here with me. 1, 2 times. 69, the decimal's right here. I move it twice, fill it in with zeros. 8 goes into 6. Can't do that. 8 goes into 69. I ate and I ate. I got 6 on the floor. 8 times 8 is 64. Bringing down a 0. That's 6. 48. Got 2 left over. Bringing down 1 more 0. That's going to be 2. That's 16. I keep getting in the way. And I'm going to put a decimal here. I'm going to move it up to my answer, and I'm adding a trailing 0. I want to show you why I'm doing that. When I add that trailing 0 and bring it down, I've created 40. I wanted to do that because I know 8 goes into 40 evenly, so I can put a 5 right here, and I have terminated or ended the multiplication. So the answer to this is 862.5 or 1/2. 0.5 is a decimal, it's the same thing as 1/2. Number 5, I have 1 number behind the decimal. So that means I'm going to move it only once and I fill in with a 0. 8 goes into 36 4 times. 4 times 8 is 32. 6 minus 2 is 4. Bring down my 8. 8 goes into 48 6 times. Ooh, that's even. I like that. But I do need to take care of this place value right here. You can't just say that the answer is 46. There's a 0 there, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. Well, I can't make a group of 0, but I have to hold the place value there with a 0. Don't forget that step. Last one in this video. The boss says, move it once. So I did. So I have 8 going into 110. 8 goes into 11. I hope you guys can see that by now. Should be starting to get a little bit easier. That goes in, oh, I guess just once, doesn't it? 8. So that's going to be 3. Bring down the 0. 8 times 3 is 24. Subtract and get 6. Okay, so we can just leave it as the remainder. I'm going to try adding the decimal, moving it up here, giving myself a trailing 0. That's going to be 7 is 56. Subtract and get 4. Oh, if I add one more, the same thing's going to happen that happened here. I have 40, so I know that's 5. So my end answer is 13 75/100ths. Now, eventually in math, we're going to be changing fractions to decimals, and you have to do that through division. So being able to work with those trailing zeros is going to be very, very important. Now it's your turn. Make sure you're doing as many of these on the worksheet for help. I'm going to be walking around seeing if I can give you a score today. Good luck.